What's good, Flex Nation? It's your boy Curtis, aka Flex, coming to you with another episode of Bringing Up the Bench Press. This week I'm going through my week 6 of my program, or my bench pressing program. As you guys know, I'm following a bench press program just to get myself up to 350 pounds. That is my hopes. That is what I'm trying to do for a 2019 powerlifting season. Now, as you guys know, I usually start off with 135. I did that, as you just saw there, for 8. Then I went up to 185 for 6. As you guys could see there, I'm at a different gym, so I didn't have the regular place that I'm at, so I had to set up everything. I'm using a power rack, as you can see there, but it's sometimes it's actually better to use a power rack than just a regular bench. Sometimes a lot of these benches that are in the commercial gyms that I usually work out at are just not as easy to do bench pressing on. So I did the 185 for 6, then I jumped it up to, as you can see here, 205 for 5. Again, I am following a program, so this is not just random numbers that I'm choosing. I'm actually following exactly what the program is requesting me to do. And after that, I went into doing 225 for 4. And again, I was trying to use the same bar path that I was telling you guys that I'm trying to do a lot more now, which is almost like a U shape. As you guys could see here, it's not as visible, but I'm really trying to, again, fix that. Usually when you go into doing the heavier weights, you tend to try to make things a lot easier for yourself, again, to deal with a different kind of weight, but I'm trying my best to fix that. After that, I went into doing 260. It required me to do 1, but I managed to get 2 reps. Again, that is the max for this heavy day. This is actually this heavy session that I'm doing right now. And to finish off, it required me to do 240 for 3 reps, but 5 sets. I didn't record all the sets, but I'm not going to be dishonest. I did do all 5 sets for the 3, and then I did something different. I actually did elevated push-ups that I never did before, and as you can see there, I put 2 benches beside each other, and that's what actually what I supersetted with the 240 for the 5 sets. So after I did every set of the 3, I went into doing elevated push-ups as well there. After that, I went into doing dips. As you can see here, I'm using a different kind of style of dipping machine and dipping thing here. This is actually the chest variation of the dips. I did 5 sets of 8, and that is how my dips went. And then to finish it off, I went into doing cable crossovers. I didn't load it with a whole bunch of weight. I just used this as like a burnout. I did 17 pounds for 10 reps, did 20 pounds for 10 reps, 23 pounds for 10 reps, and then 27 pounds for 10 reps. And that is pretty much how the heavy session went for this week, guys. Then it brings me into my light day of this week. I started off, as you already know, with 135 for 8. After I did that, again, I was making sure, like I told you in the for the heavy set, I was trying to work on my bar path. Bar path still working pretty fine for me, again, until I get into the heavier sets. Managed to get 135 for 8, then I jumped it up to 155 for 8, 185 for 8, and what it wanted me to do today is do 200 for 8, but for 2 sets. And again, I managed to get those off just fine, and wanted to do something different today. So what I did is I used the ISO incline press machine, as you can see there, and I started it off with having 1 45 plate on each side, and repping 8 reps. And after that, as you guys know, I like to throw on some more weight every time I do another set, until I get to a point where I only could bust out 2 or 3 reps, and then I go on to the next machine. Anyways, that being said, after the 45 for 8, I did 2 45s, which makes it 90 pounds on each side for 8, then to 135 for 8, and then I finished it off with 160 on each side for 3. After that, I changed it up. You guys see me sometimes do incline dumbbell press, but this time I wanted to throw in something different. So what I did is I actually went into the thing and actually did decline dumbbell bench press. And what I did is I started off with 60. Again, this is it's actually more difficult than you would think, just the way I was doing it anyways. Maybe if you guys have a better way of doing it, let me know in the comment section. But I brought the weight with me, went down, did 60 for 10. Then I did 70 for 10, and I finished it off by doing 80 for 10 as well. After that, I went into doing using a tricep press machine. Now, if you guys haven't seen this machine before, but this is actually like an alternative to doing dips. So what I did is I used this as my burnout for my light day, and I started off with doing 140 pounds for 20, 160 pounds for 15, 180 pounds for 12, and then I finished it off by doing 200 pounds for 10. And that is how my bench press went for this week, guys. As I said, let me know in the comment section what you guys think, or what you guys will suggest for making the bench press bigger or better. I try to give as many suggestions as I know, are many ideas as I know, but again, I'm always willing to take in some information. Again, you never be too scared to learn something new. So again, let me know in the comment section. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's